Hello and welcome. Right, I thought we'd do the animals first. Yeah, do the pellets and what's the point? Is it still got any in or no? We're completely, we don't need to do that. Yeah, it's all done. So, yeah, and then we'll do the TMI. I'm not going to time lapse it this time. We've done that, gone through the winter. We're in March. I've started, yeah, I think I've about filled the potatoes in the data planter. So we should be all good for that. It might have been still had some inside. Yeah, we're going to need to grab some more. I do think also we either need a front loader or we need something around here to keep chucking the bales in. Either a front loader on a tractor and leave a tractor here or something. Because yeah, quite pleased with the automation. Sort of semi-automation. Just as I said, really about having bodies in the seats in the places where you need to have the bodies in the seats. And it's working quite well. It's a bit tight. It's a tight farmyard anyway, but yeah, it's a bit of manoeuvring, and we're doing all right. Let's grab the milk first, and yeah, we'll get the potatoes planted. We'll get the. We really ought to have set the planter going really in the big fields before we do anything else. It would be really quite sensible. We'll grab the. Not sure how. I don't think it really needs to be the real monster. This is our best distractor, but it is probably one of the biggest implements we've got. There's a 12 meter. I think it is the 12. I don't think the 18. Oh, we took it back. I thought we'd left it here. Yeah, we need to go down the shop with the tin track as well. So we'll stick it on follow. In fact, I'm going to time lapse this bit because we've got to go down the shop as well. And I don't want that whole session to be us going down to the shop and loading up and all the rest of it. That's only a tiny bit of the session. I really would like to get as much planting as possible done. So let's, yeah, say have a brief time lapse and see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I thought we'd come out of the time lapse for a little bit and just have a look at our handiwork and yeah, see the canola as well. Really, I thought. Yeah, it's a long time. The grass isn't ready. 35, I think, was the longest one as well. That was yeah, yeah, 35 is actually quite a nice field. There's more loam than there is anything else. That's quite nice. Whereas these have got a bit of a cut of everything. So is this one. It's got a half and a half. Yeah, I suppose they're all fairly good. But like, wow, look at our scores. Precision farming, 99, 98, 97. I can't remember seeing such a high score. I don't know why we're so terrible on this one. 97 on that, and that's the newest field we've got. Which makes absolutely no sense out of those because we've always done everything for all of those fields. It's true, actually. It makes no sense to me at all. It is. I've watched precision farming quite closely because it does intrigue me how it goes up and what the criteria is. And sometimes it really does make no sense. It can go leap up from 35 right the way up to 60% in like. But then again, I suppose you're doing quite a few operations. So yeah, how are we doing on? Oh, actually, I thought the pit house getting ready to lime everything. It's only 35 that we didn't do. Oh, wow. That looks actually, it does. I know we would have done two, and I know we've also nitrogen two. We're now nitrogen three, and they were nitrogen two because they're actually a brighter yellow than they should be. Oh, no, sorry, I think they're less. Yeah, orange is the one that they usually are. So, yeah, the potatoes are coming on a pace. I really thought that would be holding us up, but I don't think it's going to be too far off actually with the others. So let's just jump into Ray a second and have a jump out on the field and see. Yeah, pH value is good. It's not. It's only good, but when I say, I mean good's good. In my book, it's not perfect, but good is good. We're not taking a hit at all. So that we're 0.25 off of it. Yeah, and oh, both of these are good. Ah, no, they're actually only good at the edge. They're perfect further in. I was going to say, I'm sure we did. Yeah, there's a few marks that we didn't have anything like corn in this, so there's a few little errors on the field. Yeah, really, I'm not really. It doesn't and also, we got the worker to go down the road. They've tried that before and thought, I'm sure I figured out. I'm sure Oxygen David hasn't made the map bit go worse. I thought that makes absolutely no sense at all. I thought, so I must have had a bit of a trick when I used to send the worker down there. And I thought, didn't I just send it to just before the shop? And lo and behold, that's exactly it. Yeah, it's that the little tiny bit of road just there. I think you can send it somewhere here, but we've often got that in the way. So I wonder if it tries to work that out and thinks, no, you've got something in the way. Whereas if we do it to here, we haven't gone that far. But yeah, quite good. So really, we haven't. Let's have a look on the field. This is yeah, we know the night. Yeah, so pH value good. We only need to nitrogen it. Obviously, the weeds are going to grow on all of the fields. I think oh no, they won't grow on the potato fields. Yeah, I think it might actually do it. Yeah, it's got 6 out of 16. That would mean it'd have to be 2/3 of the way through. I think it's going to need a bit of a top up toward the end. I do. So we are doing well. We are. I thought I might have to lease another a sower or something like that. But 12 meters, it does really cover the. And of course, we did get the jump on the canola fields, and I really don't know why, because I'm sure I never missed the seeds. Yeah, I can't recall seeing them go green. I mean, look how much cash we missed. And I know, we're doing terribly well already, so it's not terrible. Now the clothes, they're going yellow, so they're getting close. I don't know that I've ever done that well in 1 year's clothes in one place. That is quite. Riverside, we did well. We did well. I think we. Oh no, I think we did the same. Obviously, we're using a different mod, and I have it on one of the viewers that actually it's the upgradable factories mod. He had it in his Let's Plays, and it was causing issues with the out of space error. So it seems to make some things a bit unstable. Not everything likes it. So I might try it without. I also thought what I might do. The only bad thing is, I have always liked the Upgradable Factories mod for a very, very good reason. And that's that when I was on Hobo's Hollow, right, no, it wasn't right at the beginning, but quite early on in FS22, I had about 7 or 8 dairies on Hobo's Hollow because you couldn't upgrade back then, and none of them were fit for purpose. And what I mean by that is fit for the farm. It's obvious in real life you'd like have a bigger dairy built, but when you say bigger, I mean better. The big dairies we've got in the game are still very poor, as in comparison, you can have a tiny dairy that's almost as good as a big one. And what I'm trying to say is, there are some that are slightly better, but even those that are better are still not fantastic. Now, the only dairy that I found, it's more a factory, is Fred Carcasses, but that was quite a late dropper as well, so it wasn't there early on. But yeah, other than that, I've not found anything that can really keep up with the outputs that would keep up with a big farm. And nobody would have 7 dairies built. You'd have it, like ramped up a little bit, not like rebuild another one. And my sort of farmyard was ridiculous with how many dairies, and we still could not keep up with when we got 490 cows, and they were all adults or nearly all adults. We could not keep up with the dairy, with the milk. It was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. In the end, I think we did a couple of runs to sell it because we'd got such an excess. Now, obviously, it probably was one of the biggest things that Hobo's Hollow did. Really, one of the biggest sort of productions we had. Let me just check the grass on the other fields. Yeah, I was looking. I was thinking, how can I tell if this is ready to cut? And then I noticed the longer grass, the little bits around the edges. This is what we're looking for. Yes, this type. So there is a slight colour even on oxygen. I don't mean that to sound derogatory either. On oxygen David's grass, there is still. This looks quite long, but it's still not where it should be. And likewise, this looks quite long, but again, it's not. It's yeah. This bit here, which we don't cut. That's the colour. One more growth stage. But I mean, when you look at that, it says 3 out of 3 forage. So that's like saying it's full. Well, it's not. Yeah, that mod sort of thrown me out a few times. I've cut it. Palenier, I frequently cut it, and then I thought one time, sure I've not, and I accidentally let it grow one more stage, and then it got the longer, yellower grass, and I thought, oh, I was right all along. I think actually it was. If it's not the same grass, it's very, very similar to Oxygen David's grass. It really is. Right, so how are you doing? Ooh, close to finishing. We shall grab that next, I think, because we'll move it on to our last field. I was looking, I was looking at field 5. I thought, do we go? It will be the last year that we're here. I know we've not been here long, but it's a monstrous farm, and there's still an awful lot of work. Not just that, we're also running out of time. So even if I was going to stay an additional year, just how many years have we been here? I always do that. Grab the wrong one. Oh, actually, yeah, this is going to be. We are really how we should be. So yeah, I don't feel too bad now. Then that's not bad at all. I'm going to need some more fertilizer again. I think didn't we need some? I've got a bag of lime over there. I don't think I've got any over here. So let this finish. Let her finish. Let this. Yes. So yeah, I'm really pleased actually. Yeah, it's true. I do remember. No, I can only remember the one harvest. I remember an awful lot of straw. I mean, a shed load of straw. I remember we swapped the straw straw production that changes it to manure production. It's a cracker, but it's just a little bit too good. It is. So yeah, that one a tiny bit more? Yeah, come on, we'll do it because you really do tap around. We just want to get on to the next field. It's not going to rain until very, very much later, so we should be absolutely fine. Yeah, I can't imagine it being too much longer until we're finished. So let's go and clip. There might be a bit of fertiliser on the edge of the next field. We'll be close because it's not a much smaller field, but it is a smaller field. So, oh, hang on. No, that's not that. No, they're plants. I was going to fertilise, but the fertilisers were with the liquid fertiliser because we did buy some, but right over the other side. We might actually. Oh, that's a point. We could do that with the. Yeah, we could pop over that way. No, but then we're going to herbicide this. Yeah, we can pop over. We'll herbicide first, and then we'll have the liquid fertiliser afterwards, I think. Yeah, there may be some at the edge of the field somewhere on this far side. But yeah, I can't remember, but if I was going to do it, I would imagine I'd throw it out over here. Somewhere. And if it's not here, then... No, it's not. Right, well, we have got time. There's still quite a few rows to do, so I will resist it. Oh, here's the point. Yeah, we may have some before it sells. And then again, we might not. Yeah, it's actually only 10 minutes past the hour, so it will have... yeah, I did mean to grow... I don't know why I got the additional grass. It was absolutely... That was a silly thing. I think I'd got in my head, because we did do that over the winter, and I think, oh... So I thought we'd view this as grass, and I thought, I really did mean to grab the manure. And I do apologise, I deliberately was too far away from the nozzle, because every time I'm too close to the manure, it grabs the manure, and I'm trying to get the, I was trying to get the grass last time. So I was, sorry, no, when I was doing the TMR, I'm getting confused myself now. Yeah, when I was getting the TMR, I wanted deliberately to sort of be this side of the nozzle so that I could make sure I was not too close to the manure. So I apologise because it does look, but it's the only way I can guarantee I can get the TMR. And obviously in real life that wouldn't happen. Yeah, so sometimes mechanics, though they rule as king, as I often say, they do cause issues. So it is true. We could, while we're this way off, mind you, I think the potato harvest is not quite that finished. No, it's not really. I know it's a pain. But we could sort of whiz around with what we've done. But, yeah, we did say we were going to do it with that, so let's not. No, let's leave it. We'll do that tomorrow. We've got the narrows on the... it will be nice. I do love using that sprayer. It's a real beaut. I'll run that lady over. It really is nice being back on Calmsden. It is. So yeah, I can see it drawing to an end already. What I mean is, you're in the last year. You're doing your planting. You'll be doing your cut of your grass, and then there'll be another cut of the grass, and then that's the harvest, and then it's sort of catching up stage where you're making sure all of your there's going to be a lot of produce to process, and I might miss the last cut. Not because I'm being lazy, but because then you just make the process go on and on and on. On combined counties, I have never known. I think we were about in June or July trying to process, and I still think I made a mistake. After the end of that session, I thought, I'm sure I should have. There was one more thing that I should have done, that I sort of left the Let's Play a little early when there was still something left to do, and that was, yeah, I sort of. I mean, we did very well, and obviously we went in with millions. I've never done that ever. I saw Daggerwin do it a long time ago, but I was really trying to show Cavalier Roy's beautiful map, the combined counties, because I've done, yeah, every single one actually. Did a short run on Riverview, and I made the mistake of calling it Riverside. I did a long, two goes on Maypole. One that was a short run that went wrong because Maypole had got some errors on it, which Cavalier Roy actually came on the channel and said, left a message to say it's going to be fixed. But obviously, as a content creator, you can't hang around. So I went, but I always intended to come back, and I did. Then we did the full Let's Play on Maypole. Then we did Glenleithen, and then we did combined counties, which really the bit we chose was Glenleithen again. Oh, and we did Ebony Island. Sorry, yeah, we did Ebony Island, and we moved finally to combined counties because I just thought, hell, it's a cracker. There are a lot of maps, and there's a lot of equipment dropping as well. Some really quite cracking stuff. Now, obviously, I played for a long time the fact that we've got a tank built into the back of the tractor. Wow, there's a bit of, yeah, these might be dodgy patches. Yes, well, a new Kelly's, I think it's Kelly's mods or something like that, a new modder that I'd not heard of before. I don't think I've seen the name, and I do look almost every day for modders. There's quite a few. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Obviously, FS22 has introduced a new level of modding. Being a little bit interested in it myself and having dabbled, and will continue to dabble and hopefully get better. Yeah, it used to be only open to a select few. You sort of had to be by invite only, and then now Giants have opened the doors to basically anybody that, and they're sort of showing people. And I do think it showed a little bit because FS22, I've got to be honest, FS19, there was an awful lot of, right, no, there's plenty, we can go down that far end. Yeah, the FS19, there was no shortage of mods, and even quite original mods. Now, one thing I have noticed on FS22 is the amount of mods that are taken from Giant's own stock of products or tweaked tractors, not some of the big modders like JHHG and Sid modding, yeah, who were also, Sid definitely was because he did the twin screw, as I remember, in FS19 when I didn't pay so much attention to modders' names. Whereas now I do, and Sid modding and JHHG modding are both, you will notice I've got a lot of their mods. The same as modders like Cesarius modding, Holes, yeah, these are all really good modders that well, let's just use this traditional worker for 2 minutes and we'll just get those corner swishes done. The Tates are doing very well. No, yeah, so you do tend to, I personally tend to, oh, sorry, I'm not quite, yeah, my bad. Got to let it really finish. And then it will, so I think these are dodges because obviously it will have gone over these patches already. Yeah, strange. And they don't need. Oh no, it's the same texture as the rest of the field, so you can see it's a no-till. It really should. It doesn't need ploughing, but it looks like it does. So it's a bit weird. But yeah, but obviously this new modder. Yeah, I will get to the point. I apologise. Yes, this new modder has sort of created the 3-point PTO, the sort of tank that goes at the back. So it's sort of been created. What I've always sort of said that we've got a tank in the back of the thing. It's I would say it's probably in miscellaneous. Let's have a quick look. I did tick it. I deliberately ticked it on purpose. I would have thought it would have been in miscellaneous. So it's a PTO washer, I think. So and I think it's a pass through. So you literally stick it on the back of your tractor, and yeah, it's still, in some ways, it is a cracking idea because it's more real, obviously, than like mine. But it would you'd have to do one on the back of all your tractors, and then I would imagine it would become quite expensive. And whereas I do like it's a trade off, really, isn't it? This type of the thing that I do, and like a lot of people do with the way you're pulling it out like a super set. Here we go, the PTO power washer. Yeah. So that's the actual unit, and I presume that. Well, yeah, no, you can see the thing, but what I'm saying is, it's just the same already. It's a cracking idea, but I don't know what is that the tank as well, or is it supposed to connect to external guns, or I'm not sure. That's the 3 points at the back, so they're just part of the 3 point. The little black unit is the washer, the PTO power washer. So I suppose it's one step in the. Oh, and that's the power washer hose. So it's 1700 for. No, I just want to look at it. Oh, so you can't look at it the same as you can there. You can only buy it, right? So it's sort of really, when you consider it, it's what we've already got with the American Garden Hose, only it's sort of got one sort of step. You must have that for that to work, and it does look like a pass through. It does look like it's got a PTO. Oh, it's not. It's not. So it's a step in the right direction, but sort of it's yeah. I'm not sure. I put it in because I wanted to look at it. I was intrigued because obviously we've sort. No, oh no, I was. I was gonna say I thought I'd done that, but I was hooked. So yeah, my bad. Let's do that again. Yeah, so it's I think I stick with the American Garden Hose, but I do like it. It's sort of a little bit more realistic. It's a bit more concrete, but then in another way, it's just the same in another way because yeah, there is no real hose or that type of stuff. It's all, but it's sort of there is a proper physical unit. Even obviously all of them really, all of that type. There are quite a few. There isn't really a war. Obviously, water's boring. We all know that. Mr. CLP had one as well, and obviously you're drawing water from the air. In essence, you could say so. If we our work is finished, I would say so. Looking at that, yeah, these are bits missing, so it looks very like we've done everything. So we'll. Trying to think how much work we're going to have if I do leave the fertilising on the potato field till tomorrow. There is that, it's true, because we are going to have to, we're going to have, we did the weeding on that one. This is going to need weeding. This is going to need weeding. And that isn't going to need weeding. So that's an awful lot of weeding. If we've then got to spray that as well, we ought to, while we've got this opportunity, really, as much as my idea was sound in some ways, I think we're probably, let's just check that we have done all of this as well. Yeah, other than a couple little red marks, so not too bad. Oh, needs to be refilled. I did say that. I did say I thought that would happen. So let's take this across, get this filled up, and get this going, and then I'll fill that. And I might do that last bit myself on camera. Yeah, so everything's done apart from the manure, which was me being silly. I still need to get the fertilizer on the way, even though I don't know that we would have enough with what we've got. I think we're going to need a little bit more. Let's be consistent with our. Yeah, it's weird. I'm still not perfect at the indicating. I do remember sometimes, but I also don't remember sometimes. So, although I've got to be honest, I am in good company. Yeah, most of the other content creators, no one's perfect at it. It is as I've said, we all know it's a game, no matter how much you're trying to be as you would be as if it was real life. Sometimes your brain tells you, yeah, but it's not real life. You know, it's a game. Right, brilliant. So then. set this going, and then I'll feel... Now, if I remember rightly, because I had this, I got all excited because I thought I did poplars, but you can't eject the seeds, or I couldn't eject them. Might be my gamepad, I'm not blaming this seeder planter. It might be that you can, but I couldn't see anything, not even with a key, to actually unload seeds when it had finished, and I've got a shed load of seeds in, so I don't want to go too mad. Oh wow, plenty of fertilizer here. Where's that seed fertilizer? Right, so then, field 23 should have a 36 metre, I would say. Yeah, I don't want to leave it all till next time. I think it's going to otherwise take too long. Right, let's go grab that and fill it with a little. I think it's, yeah, not too much. Oh no, it really isn't. Let's grab. There's little stones on the fields. I'm not gonna like. I don't know, it's 5-ton pallets, aren't they? I would say that one of them should be enough, and I am a little bit small. It's a while since I've had this. That's why I jumped at it. I've not had this in a while. The Sampo Rosenloo. I always struggle with saying this. It's I have to look at it because it doesn't flow very well when I sort of like think about it. Right, nearly there. Come on. I think this will be too much, but I think it'd be a waste if I'm right. Yeah, just you can. Oh no, it isn't. Yeah, unfold, and obviously you can lower, but whatever button there is no cast out or anything like that. There's no unload at all, whether it's folded or it's unfolded. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, ridge marker lower, but there's no ever. Yeah, it's a beautiful width though. Right. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting. No, I've got what is lower on this one? Gone to my side panel. Yeah, I forget you don't switch this one on, you just lower it. I forget. It's not an active thing, so I think we'll easily do this. It did very well, I've got to be honest. I did expect it though when I looked at the seeds to need a little bit more. Yeah, it wasn't. Ooh, okay. Ooh, it's blocked. It's got to be this field. It's got to be. What are you even doing in there? How absolutely ludicrous. Right, shouldn't need to go backwards now. That's ridiculous. We're going to have to do some daft things. Right, so then, yeah, we will... No, I think we'll leave it here. We'll go through till April, because tomorrow's going to be a big grass one. We will take a quick look. I would imagine the biogas plant. I don't know. I think we did have silage all the way through the winter. I just didn't focus on it much, but we still had. Yeah, the BGA was being fed all of the time, so we'll have a quick look to see if I am right and that's still trundling along, or whether we were literally out of silage now. But that's why I was going to chaff the corn, and when I looked we'd got loads, so I'm sure we didn't just suddenly run out. But I don't think there's many corner swishes, but I've got to be honest, potatoes are really... Obviously we've not got anything that we can actually grab for this, So whether we're going to lease or that there is still time, we could get a Colossus or something like that come up in the sales, in which case we'll buy it, otherwise we'll lease it at the end. Oh, 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 oh. A little bit. Lift it again. There's a bit of a turn just here, I can just see. So let's grab that too. Yeah, it's not used anywhere near as much as I thought it would. We'll easily do this. It is amazing. I do love articulated tractors, but it's weird when you've not used one for a while. When you go back to normal tractors, it really does throw you a wobbler for a little while. It takes a bit of getting used to. But it's weird. Telehandlers, most of them that I have tend to be articulated. So if I jump into a telehandler, I seem to be alright, which makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Why I struggle a little bit with a tractor when it's not really much different to telehandler. Oh, I think I just batted that away with that. Thought I might need to turn around and finish that off, but it seems to be narrow enough now to manage this in one, which is fantastic. Yes, I thought field 5 was always imagined doing a field that size of potatoes. I think you'd easily destroy it, get over 1 million litres, I would say. Easily. I think I've ever done a field. No, not even Attingham. We had a medium-sized potato field on Attingham, so we did have a lot of land in the end, including the big field 1. Now we're going to have to go up and down for this last little bit, I would say. Yeah, this is, trying to think, probably a Colossus. Might lead to Colossus. Yeah, I'm steering clear of the T440. Not because I don't like it, because it's yeah, it does damage crops. So, or no, I think it does. I was talking about the Orstoff when it came into the game quite early on. Actually, it was about the yeah, it was just before the first Silent update where Giants didn't warn us very loudly that it would destroy. You needed a new save, so I didn't hear that, and it crashed my game. It did that thing where you had to go to a backup save. So of course I lost the session, and I went back, and obviously the second time, I've said it a lot of times, I chose a worker to do the job. Let's fold it. Yeah, so we will have lost this 3,690 litres of potatoes, unfortunately. But we will check when it's all folded, but I'm almost sure, unless it's different with potatoes, but I think it's the Grimmy itself. Yeah, select seed, but you can't actually do anything, so no, nothing. So there you go. Yeah, and if you press the key as well, that's not typical. I pressed the one key that, but no, there's nothing there at all to do that. So we'll call the shop and ask them to take this, and they can let their next customer have almost 4 tons of seeds. So then let's have a good look. No, it shouldn't say need weeds, but we'll check on camera. I always like to be thorough. Hit 12 nitrogen, perfect. Potatoes growing, and yeah, no sign of weeds. So we've only got 3 and 6 to weed next session. And we will have the cuts to do as well of all of the grass. I'm not sure whether we'll do the forage wagon with one. I'm trying to think. That is a point actually. Yes, now you can. can't remember if that. I think that's got a really good hitch. We might. No, you can't use grass with it. We might buy a 70 tonner, or well, I suppose we could use the Red Rock. It's 44 tons. It's not tiny. We have also got the forage, so remind myself what grass equipment we have actually got. Yeah, that's right. We did have that early on, and then our forage headers. We've only got those special ones, both which do grass, but they're both 9 meters, which is good. But it's a little bit too good for the fields we've got. It shouldn't really be though. It's not much bigger than the mower. I think we'll try the Red Rock. Obviously, we did use the forage sometimes, and again, it's got wide arms, so therefore does get trapped. Is that the fast one or the slow one? It's the fast one. Yeah, you can go like the wind with that one. But yeah, and then of course we've got the baler as well. But I would just prefer. I think what we'll do is a bit of a mix. I think we'll do the mowers and the forage harvester with the red rock, and then we'll bale the. Well, we could actually use the forage harvester. It saves us having to pick double handle. That's what I love about forage wagons is the fact that you not double handle it really. But I think I'll have to do it myself. So it looks like our work has finished. Let's just grab it off the field. Hit the tractor, not hit the worker. Yeah. the yes, he has, or she, I think. Always open the box. So this is nicely done. I'm not going to worry for once. Let's just do this. No, it's showing that it's good. Oh no, it's not. No, it is actually showing a bit of red. Of course, we hadn't actually planted it as it went by, so yeah, we will be thorough. Not that it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just for that professionalism that you feel if, yeah, even as a virtual farmer, that you want to do a good job. Oh, again. You know, I thought I'd escape from that. I stopped doing it for ages, and then the last few sessions I've done it a couple of times now. I used to do it every single time I came on the game. Jump out the tractor. By mistake, wrong key presses. Right, there we go. That will do nicely. Right, so we did say we'd look at the silage, and then I think I'm going to sling my hook, and we will crack on. There's a point. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go into cotton anytime soon. Right, so then silage. Let's have a look. We could look in this. I know we did have a lot. Yeah, 273 tons of silage still. So the wood chips, I am going to do something with those. Probably next. Yeah, when we've settled down, we've done the grass and we've finished the weeding. I will, after that, the next session after that, we will plant. Have built the thing that I'm going to do, wood chips and straw. Do need to save some for that though. So yeah, we've only got 100 tons though, so it's not going to be a major thing. And we must remember to do the baguettes in. Oh, is that still selling? I think I've left the bread rolls on selling still because it looks like there's only very little bits, which it should be building up again. So I would say I've got bread rolls on selling still. I have, yes. So storing for next year. I'd like to have a go at the muffins. So we need to grab some of the milk and yeah, the only thing I always bugs me is obviously sugar beets. Sugar. Oh, it's true actually, yes. Yeah, we could do with doing our own sugar, but I suppose that was my point. What I was going to say was we could buy sugar. We've been buying sugar. We've got our own milk, and we could do muffins. Yeah, we could just stick to still doing buying just the sugar because if I'd had a field of sugar beet, I wouldn't get it till very late in the year, and then the let's play is almost over anyway. So I think we will buy that one input of sugar everywhere. We could also, though, buy some sugar beets and make our own sugar from that. Yeah, that we could do. Could buy that down at the shop and actually get on with doing that. But I'll make sure, and I will do it on camera now, that I actually buy the sugar beet so that you can see that it's yeah, we've got to put effort in to go and pick it up at the very least. Not that yeah, I mean you can have it delivered if you really want it anyway, but let's sort of try and play a little bit. It's got to be sugar beet though, it can't be anything else. And it is heavy sugar beet. So I think 50 tons, so 10. And let's also just have a quick look at the BJ itself, which I think is at the bottom. No, it's actually at the top. It's the reverse. It is. How are we doing for straw? Still, now that's being fed as well. So what? It's yeah, sugar. We still need to buy some more quickly. Yeah, yeah, we'll buy it once more, and then our own should kick in. Or yeah, I'll be buying the sugar beet in, but it's not keeping up anymore. No, it's now getting so we could really do with upgrading this. Yeah, one more. It's too late to do any more than that anyway. So BJ at the top. Yeah, the 74 tons. It's being fed still by the Omitar, the farm supply production. So yeah, that is doing a good job. Right? Yeah, manure is the only thing we didn't do, but we're not speeding up time or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave myself by the red rock, which I think is back over here. And we will leave ourselves in this, but we'll take it over to the manure so that I'm hoping that I remember it. Then we'll go through till tomorrow, next month. Stop saying that. And so we didn't need the seeds over here. I wasn't sure if we'd run out of the potatoes, but I said, well, yeah, we did. We more than did what we needed to do. Chickens need a bit more. We've got plenty of chicken food. We just need to bring the telehandler. Yeah, the telehandler's in great demand. Obviously, need it really on both sides. But I think something like the black sheep mod in skid steer would be enough just to shift the bales into the back of the mixer wagon. It's all it needs to do. Or we could get a front loader. Yeah, either way. But if we do that, then we're usually using the wagon, the truck, as the Americans would call it. What do we English call? Yeah, no, I think I would probably call that a truck myself. It's not a van, so yeah, probably would call it a truck. But yes, we're using that, so we can't really put a front loader on that. And we've got the two lorries over here now. So let's just grab the manure in this, and I think we'll pop over to, well, let's have a look. We'll have a look on camera. Right, let's have a look. How is the Death Pledge home brewed going on? It's quite close to the bottom, I think. No, we just looked at straw manure. It's actually not. That's the production shed. We're not doing the manure on that one, are we? We did get some though. Yeah, I think the one thing about the production shed, you can take the inputs out. I think. I'm sure I'm right. Oh, that's full as well. So the manure is actually shifting properly by doing what we've been doing, which is nice to know. So really, we can't do anything with this other than keep it and put it into the. I think we'll do that tomorrow morning. So I will leave it there. So actually, yeah, we really could go do it till tomorrow. Really? Because we have done everything. Yeah, apart from, well, no, I mean, there's no weeds going to grow. We've done the fertilizing and the liming was good everywhere, so we just have to go through till tomorrow. And next session we will get on with doing the grass. We shall. Yeah, everybody, all of the animals are happy. Chickens are still good even though they don't look good. And it is 8 o'clock now. And then I am really going this time. Ooh, you didn't send it back. What a shock. What a shock. It's not. No, it isn't a shock. No, not to anybody. I'm quite sure I'm a terrible for that. I really am. A Tigre car. It's yeah. Its capacity is just under a ton. What you'd expect? You wouldn't expect it. Probably could stick one bale in there, but that. Yeah, no, I've tried that in the John Deere and it doesn't cope very well. What's the extension? Ah, it's the top board. So you could put a bale in, and I'd imagine it's got. Yeah, but you can't test that platform. Ah, it gets rid of the little tiny sides. It's quite a nice looking bit. It's very tiny. I always find things like that are yeah, a little bit. So we should find that the grass is now ready to cut and that it's completely different. And we could do that, I suppose, while we're here. It's now got a more yellowy colour and it's ready to cut. So yeah, we will get cracking with this. Set the forage wagon and the mower, and then we'll use the. It's true, we could do that actually. That's true. We are trying to keep some of this grass for the animals, aren't we? Sort of jammed. Yeah. Wow. On the field. Right, so that's where we'll leave it. Yes. Next session we'll get cracking with the grass. And we'll use the. I'm hoping that we can get away with the forage wagon. And that's the point. Is that got capacity as well? I think it has, hasn't it? Because that's the one beautiful thing about the Homer. I don't think this actually does any damage. Yeah, it's got storage, hasn't it? So I don't. Can you put a tray? Yes, you can as well. So I don't think I've ever tried that with it, but we could stick a trailer on too. Can you stick the forage wagon on? I don't know. I don't know. It is a proper pin hitch. Let's have a look. Never sort of tried to think of it. It really is one of those heights. So would it actually its capacity? I think we'd have to do it ourselves. We'll have a go. It might be just additional. Can I unfold undo the cover? Button 10. Right, smashing. We'll have a go and see if it will store in both. Yeah, because we're not. Obviously, this is slightly different, so we may have to drop that and just tip the grass in. Or I suppose when we're full, we can just then get another 40 tons by sticking the arms down. So we'll see. We'll have a go. It might be the silliest thing ever, or it might actually, work quite well. So we shall have a go. Yeah, but all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.